and importance of saying no. Yeah. Today's our topic is the power and importance of saying no. So saying no is a very important for setting boundaries and maintaining personal integrity and managing time effectively. It empowers you to prioritize your commitments and protect your well-being. Saying no is not only a rejection, it's a declaration of boundaries and priorities, which it signifies self-awareness and the willingness to prioritize one's our own needs. When we say no, we reclaim our ownership of our time and commitments, allowing us to focus on what truly matters to us. By declining requests or opportunities that don't align with our goals or values, we create space for our activities and relationships that fulfill us. Setting boundaries is a fundamental aspect of healthy relationships, whether personal or professional. By saying no when necessary, individuals assert their limits and communicate their needs effectively. And time and energy are finite resources, and saying yes to every request can lead to overcommitment. By saying no selectively, individuals preserve their time and energy for activities and relationships that align with their own values and their own goals. These prioritizations allow for greater focus and fulfillment in both personal and professional levels. Saying no is not about closing the doors, but rather about opening new possibilities by refusing commitments that no longer serve them. Individuals create space for personal growth and exploration and self-discovery. However, it's important to recognize that saying no does not mean shutting yourself off from new opportunities or any new experience. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and priorities. Sometimes saying no in the short term can open the door to more meaningful opportunities in the long run. The power and the importance of saying no cannot be overstated. It's fundamental skills of preserving one's well-being, fostering healthier relationships, and achieving the individual's goals. By embracing the power of no, individuals assert their boundaries, preserves their time and energy, and enhance the decision making and create space for growth. Without the ability to say no, you risk overextending yourself and experiencing burnout. So embrace no as a positive tool, as a positive tool for your self-care and focus. Saying no is not a sign of a weakness, but rather a declaration of a self-respect, and it's an empowerment. Okay, thank you. Any contributions? Yeah.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Ashik. Thank you for a wonderful this morning. Yeah, I think as you really stated a lot of the reasons why, but just to piggyback on one of the things that you talked about, taking care of our well-being. This is why one of the reasons why it's important to be able to say no to certain things. And sometimes a no is not like a no, like no is like the final answer. Sometimes it can be not now, or not yet, or not, something like that. It might be not no to something right now, but maybe in the future, I can be able to take that on. But for me, when it comes to well-being, I think it's very important because every day, we are choosing certain things. I mean, we are choosing to say yes to certain things. Yeah. So when we wake up and log on and go to work, you're saying yes, to something. Yeah. If you choose to maybe lay back and maybe give an excuse for not coming to work, you've also said no to something. So I think it's important to know our goals, know what's important to us, and when you're able to know that, then you can be able to choose to say yes to certain things and choose to say no to certain things. And I like what you mentioned, Ashik, when you say that saying no can actually open doors to actually certain things that you want, because you're putting your priorities in the right direction. Yeah. So for me, when it comes to this topic, my understanding is that you're choosing to put your priorities in the right direction. Yeah. So let's say when it comes to work, you're saying no to distractions, and you're choosing that, this is a time for me to work. When it comes, let's say, to maybe spending time with family, you're saying no to maybe certain things that want to maybe take that time away. So I think it's choosing to put your life in the right direction, choosing to sort of like steer your life in the right direction by focusing on what's priority to you. Yeah, that's my understanding of this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Are there anyone?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, thank you, Ashik, for this topic.
Mm.
I think it's important for everyone to have this skill to say no. Not always, but sometimes to some requests you need to learn to how to say no. And I was thinking why sometimes it's hard for us to say no. And I thought maybe it's sometimes it's because you're afraid maybe you will lose your relationships. Like for example, if you say no to your friend, then it means that you don't want you no longer want to communicate with them. You think that you're giving that impression, but you have to understand that when they are asking for something that is not the thing that you want to do. I don't know, anything. Maybe it's attending to a social event that you don't want to, or it's doing something for them that you don't know even how to do that, but you are too afraid to say no. But you have to understand that saying no to your friends or to your colleagues doesn't mean that you're losing that relationship sometimes. And I think it's understandable nowadays for everyone that sometimes you need to say no because you don't want to do something, or you don't have the enough knowledge to do that, but because you are you're maybe there's a fear in you not saying no, you just accept that. So, and I think sometimes it comes from um, because you want to be good at everything, and you are kind of a perfectionist for some people. And when you are a perfectionist, when you want to be good at everything, it will be hard for you to say no, because you will think that, okay, if maybe I can do that request also, maybe I'm I have to be good at that thing also, so I shouldn't say yes. But you have to remember that, okay, if you are doing lots of things and you're not prioritizing, and you're not paying attention to what are your potentials, and you just accept things and try to do them, it doesn't mean that you are good at everything, because you are just having a tiny bite of everything, and it's not okay. So you have to um, understand that. And when you kind of uh, learn this skill of how to say no, because it's a tricky one. So you have to understand that sometimes people will get mad or get sad because you are not saying it in the right way. So you have to always thank them for their offer, for their request, and then say your reasons that you cannot do this or you don't want to do this. I think that's a good enough reason. When you don't want to do something, you don't think that it's good for you to do that. I think that's a good enough reason also. And when you kind of have this power, increase this skill of saying no yourself, I think it kind of reduces your stress, and sometimes you have some unnecessary stress because you just said yes to everything that everyone asked. But by saying no, some unnecessary stress that are with you are going to be reduced, I think. So it's good to have that power of saying do those two-letter word and just be a little relieved. And also, as you were saying, it helps you prioritize, because when you are just having lots of things in your plate and you're just accepting everything, you cannot understand the importance of prioritizing, because you just want to do everything that everyone asked you, and then you cannot understand how it's important to prioritize your tasks, and some things are more important than the requests that people asked from you. So yeah, I think it's kind of help you prioritize, and also you will be more confident, because now you have that confidence to say no when it's not your thing, when you don't want to do that. And I think it kind of help you with your self-confidence, and it empowers you, and you will have that confidence to make choices by not depending on other people. Yeah, I think that's another benefits of learning how to say no. And as you were saying, it's kind of help with the boundaries, with your boundaries that you put for your work-life boundaries, the boundaries with your friends, the relationships. I think it's helpful for that also. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to add. Yeah, thank you for this topic, Ashik. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Sipra. And if anyone else? Yeah, yes, Kelvin.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that interesting topic here, and it one also. This one is I'm trying to think and expand my knowledge, and try also to see the circumstances that surround us, and I'm trying to see all the effect of us saying no. And I want to say that, yeah, there's a great power, or there's a great superpower in saying no. And it's also something that I'm learning. It's a work in progress, and it's not something that you wake up one morning and begin saying no. People would think, hey, you turned an animal. This guy has decided to, might end up separating you from your friends and whoever is surrounding you. So one is, this is something that we need to learn. Something that is worth learning. It's not something that you can apply within a day. What I'm saying here is, I want to say it goes with different levels. Before you say no, it's something that you need to understand, at what level do I say no? At what level am I going to say no? To who am I going to say no? And why am I going to say no? You see those questions that you've been having. Now, so one, it could be, with friends. You have friends that, your friends, okay. You can have your colleagues also, who are your peers, of the same level, I mean, that category of level. And then you have your seniors, and then you have your juniors. It's easy to tell your junior no, because even you understand that. But to tell your senior no, it takes a little bit of a courage, okay? And also to tell you or level at which you are saying this no, and then again understand the level. Like if there's someone who is not a friend to me, I would quickly say no to that friend, to that person. But for a friend, it takes some energy, because I would begin asking myself, what will this person like? For me, there are people, even if they tell me something to do for them, it's so hard for me to say no to them, because sometimes you see the impact of this person in your life, and then you tend to, it becomes a big battle. If I tell no, like if your mom tells you today, hey, do this for me, and then you say, if I tell my mom no, and you remember all that, moms are the favorite, I know, and then you say, it becomes a very big battle. So that's why I'm saying it takes understanding what level and what you're saying no to. So quickly, I want to say this, my contribution would be this also, that when we talk about saying no, you're basically building a boundary and not a wall. Okay, so you are drawing a line, and it's not about rejection or negativity, but it's about, for your own personal self, it's about a self-preservation. You are taking a stand, but it is very cautious. And that's why I was, as this topic was being introduced, as we were contributing, I just wrote down here that we need to apply caution when you're saying no, because it might end up separating you with the rest of the people. So for me, I would say no is you're trying to shield yourself against being overwhelmed by work or being overwhelmed by duties. So shield that is going to guard your precious time. And it takes a courage. This one takes a courage. I will tell you, there's a power, but it takes a courage. But I will tell you, I don't know how many of us can easily say no to. I know probably maybe there are people who've learned to say no at all times. But for us who have an interaction, I mean, you have your network, you're that person that is so into building, I mean, being so much cooperative within the team. And there's that person who is called in the society, I would say, a man of the people. Yani, you belong, I would say that you belong to, you belong to the people. You see that you are a friend of the people. Okay, everyone, when people wants to, when people reach to you, you are always readily available to assist them. Now, it comes to a point that you need to learn to say no. It becomes really a journey. And then again, I would say that uh, it's a way that you want to ensure your own release. It's not about being selfish, but it is self-care. It is self-care. So at this point, because the main objective of this our session is to have a mindset. So we are saying we need to guard ourselves. It's not about being selfish, but it's about being truthful to yourself and truthful to your people, so that you don't end up lying to them that, hey, I'm going to help you, and then at the end of the day you get overwhelmed with whatever you are doing, and then you fail to because again, when it comes to us working, it's about deliverables. So if you keep on maybe saying yes, 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 I know. At the end of the day, you will be overwhelmed with work. But I know Robert would say, "Hey, plan your work." He would say, "You don't just say no, but you need to plan your work well so that you don't get overwhelmed again." So you see, that goes hand in hand. When you plan your work, you know when to say no. So I would summarily say that when we embrace this power of saying no, we need to embrace it with kindness, with grace, with clarity. Because tell me no without understanding why you're saying no. You get me, okay? So I'm saying that we need to embrace this with kindness, with also grace, and with also clarity, okay? It's not about shutting doors forever. Like I would tell you, hey, at this moment I'm not available, but because I have my own plan of schedule, I'll tell you, okay, hey, can I be available for you probably maybe let's say even within the week, because when you just said this, I remembered a friend of mine called me yesterday night, and he wanted me to assist on something on a certain day. And it became so hard for me to say no. Totally became so hard because for him, I was the only option remaining. You see the challenge that I was in. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You need to learn now the art of this kindness, grace, and also clarity, so that it is open, that you are not shutting the door, but for you, you are choosing your path deliberately. So I would say let's continue to empower ourselves and choose wisely. Thank you, Ashik, for that great topic. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Kelvin. Okay, anyone more contributions? One or more?
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, Sukesh.
Yeah, sometimes it's very hard to like coming to this topic. Like sometimes uh, it's very hard to say no because we are like particularly coming to this work like we are doing. We are working under someone. We are not the boss, right? So if someone says a thing to do, we need to accept. That's all. But the thing is, we may have some kind of priorities to do. Like if we may have families like who are studying, they may have exams, so like they also need to plan time for that too, and they need to like spend time with friends, like they have relatives, uh, and they have some kind of what you can say, places to attend, like yeah, there are many things that they need to do. So the big thing is like when someone knows their priorities, like they can say no sometimes. We can't say like no every time, because we are not the boss, I mean. So sometimes, yeah, we can say no. And if you say no by keeping your priorities in mind, you build your confidence in your life, because if you say every time yes, 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 like though you have work, or like though you have uh, like some things to give priorities outside the work, like, but still you say yes, it will make you feel stress, and you may not have confidence in your life. And you don't know how your life is, like, seriously, like uh, y- like when you say no, like you feel like you have some kind of idea, you have clarity, and you decide like how your life is. Like if you say yes every time, seriously, you're not going to decide how your life is. You're going to like depend on someone, like your life is going to depend on someone, like you're not taking decision on your own, I can say. And yeah, it relieves stress when you say no sometimes, because uh, if you say no, and if you attend the functions, or like if you meet people like you want on time, so it's better to say no sometimes. Yeah. And it also, what you can say, it also creates like, it also make it feels you like we need self respect. And we if you say yes every time, then it's not going to uh, what you can say, feel make you feel that you're having self respect, or you're not even having any respect from others, like it's like that. So it's better to say no sometimes, I can say. And don't take things personally, like sometimes we may think that this work needs to be done by today, like this work needs to be done by tomorrow, like that. Yeah, we may have deadlines, but still we may have some priorities outside. So take things don't take things personally, and plan accordingly, and just move on according to deadlines. And yeah, there should be a planning in your life so that you can build your life accordingly, and you can have some confidence, I can say. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sugesh. Okay, any more contributions, or we can end the sessions? Any more? Yeah, I think we can end the sessions.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, everyone. Thank you.